Today we are going to talk about 5 health habits that you need to build in your 20s. Hey guys, my name is Sonali and you are watching Sonali the Endless River. Today we are going to talk about some healthy habits that you can implement and put in your habit cycle early in your 20s or even in your mid 20s, doesn't matter really. So first of all, let me just tell you, I'm not a health guru or an expert, but I am actually kind of like a lazy person, right? And I used to not have a very healthy lifestyle overall. So then I started implementing some of the tips from where I've read something from a book or maybe watched something on the video, right? And from there on, I just gathered these 5 tips or like 5 hacks or 5 everyday habits, when implemented together, can really bring a big change in your life. It has brought a big change in my life. Now, why I say that you need to build up in your 20s? Because let me just tell you that the earlier you start implementing or the earlier you start building a habit, the easier it becomes for you to sustain that habit or make it into a normalizing factor in your life. The late you start, the more your age grows, the more it will be difficult for you to inhibit a change in yourself. So the earlier you start making a healthy lifestyle, living a healthy lifestyle, the better it will be for you. Number 1, never skip breakfast. I have spoken to a lot of people who live independently in other cities without their parents. A lot of my friends are also there. And some people who are just plain, who wake up late and they have just to rush to their office or their college, right? And they skip breakfast. Now, of course, if you just have a little bit of common sense, you would know that breakfast is called as the most important meal of the day, and it is just not done that out of any fancy. There's a reason behind it. The biggest gap between your food cycle is when your breakfast occurs. It is when you go to bed at night and then wake up in the morning. It is a gap of more than around 8 to 10 hours, right? And that is a very big gap for your overall body. Your body gets dehydrated and you don't get food at all. So when you wake up, you need to have heavy breakfast, let alone skip the breakfast. So never skip breakfast ever again. Even if you're going late for office, just buy a packet of biscuits or cake, just have it on the go, but don't keep yourself empty stomached. Breakfast is very important, never skip it. Now the second habit I've tried to inhibit in myself, I have to say that I'm still struggling, but yeah, it's better than before. It is drink lots and lots of water. I don't know about you, but for me, drinking water does not come naturally. I do not feel so much thirsty unless I'm outside or I'm really in a very bad, harsh weather conditional environment. So as you know, drinking water is very important. It keeps your body hydrated, and that is one habit I'm forcefully trying to inhibit in myself. I've been struggling, but I'm doing better than before. So if you also fall into my group of radar who do not drink water necessarily, please make it a habit. I even have a special bottle which one of my best friends brought for me from Australia, and she has given me, and ever since I got that bottle, I think I have started drinking more and more water, because that bottle is so cute that it naturally makes me drink and use that. So you can use these kind of techniques to make sure that you're drinking more and more water. You can also use some applications on your phone which reminds you of drinking water. You can also have someone who kind of tells you verbally to keep on drinking water. The third habit which I want to tell you is to not always take the lift, to use the stairs sometimes. Okay, so obviously we live in such a fast-paced world. It is not possible for each and every one of us to go join the gym or go join some kind of a physical activity, a game or something. It's not always possible. We would like to. That would be the ideal situation for all of us. The world would be a much healthier place, but it's not possible, right? So I usually tell people that just take a walk for 15 minutes, or just stroll around, just go outside, get your body moving. But even if that is not possible, if you live second floor, third floor, on any of these floors, first is never mind, second, third or fourth floor, try to sometimes avoid the lift. Or even if you are going to the office and your office is at a different floor steps which you can afford to climb, please take the stairs at some point of time. It is very important to get your body moving in a momentum form. Stairs will eventually, in the beginning, kind of be a little bit uncomfortable thing. It happens to me. I'm not a very big fan of stairs, but when I feel like that I've been a couch potato or I've been at home a lot, I try to use the stairs a lot. The fourth thing I'm going to tell you, a lot of you may disagree with me, or I won't say disagree, but a lot of you won't necessarily like it. So in your 20s or early 20s, you start intaking alcohol, or some people get into smoking, some people get into these kind of habits, right? I'm not going to lecture you into saying why these are bad or why these should not be done, but I'm just going to tell you that just have a limit, right? Most people in the world, very few people in the world do not consume alcohol or do not smoke. Smoking still people do less, but alcohol is something that most of people do, right? But just have a limit on it, okay? I know some people have this idea of partying every weekend, or just drinking alcohol in any get-togethers, right? Just try to see that it's not becoming a habit that whenever you go outside socializing, you need alcohol or you need a smoke whenever you're in a stressful situation. Early in your 20s, if you actually go headstrong towards alcoholism and smoking habits, you will likely get addicted later in your 20s or in your early 30s. So let's just avoid it, make a limit on it, okay? Just control yourself sometimes. And the fifth health habit we need to discuss is get adequate sleep. Today we have so much of digital distraction that it is very easy to kind of always keep yourself entertained with something or the other. If you don't get sleep, people catch hold of their phones, start chatting, start watching a video. I myself have done it. I'm not blaming you. I'm also a victim of it, or I'm also a guilty person, doing all these activities. But it's not good, right? So just I would also suggest that keep your phones a little far from your bed when you sleep. So even if you don't get sleep, you have to get up from your bed and take your phone, which your body will not permit usually, right? So get adequate amounts of sleep, at least 6 to 8 hours between that. If you get on a day-to-day basis, on an overall basis, your health will be much more better. So these are my 5 healthy habits to build in your 20s, and these are the habits that I have personally started building for myself, and it is doing a very good overall thing. My health has become much better, touch wood. I used to fall sick a lot more, now I am much better. So let me know in the comment section below, wherever you are watching this, on YouTube, Facebook, or on my podcast, that what you think about these healthy habits, and if you have any inclusions from your end which you would like to share with our endless fam, be sure to share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.